Hi guys, happy Wednesday. I am in San Diego to sing a concert this week, and I was on a plane during the episode, and then it was really delayed. It was just a disaster, so Flair was kind enough to let me do everything today instead. So hopefully it's still fresh on your mind, and yeah, we have a lot to discuss. So yes, episode 4 of Rachel's season of The Bachelorette. I'm going to kind of go in chronological order. There's going to be a lot of Dean loving happening because I thought Dean was just great this episode. So the episode picks up with last week's rose ceremony, because that's what happens now. And I just loved that Dean called Lee out, like in a sort of, he's like sitting there and he's like, I think Lee is an asshole. And you could tell there was a sort of awareness that he was saying it on camera, which I appreciated. But yeah, he was the first person to do it, and I really appreciated that. Yeah, and Dean, so he had his one-on-one. How freaking cute is he? There's really nothing not to like about Dean. He's just so not arrogant seeming, and just seems to sort of like just go with the flow, and it's just very natural seeming and adorable. So, and I also liked you could tell he was uncomfortable talking about his mother, and I have little doubt that he was encouraged to do that. And so I appreciate that he both did it, but it didn't seem made for TV in any way, and it only just made me like him more, that he was uncomfortable sharing that on TV. So, yeah, Dean's great, nothing not to like about Dean. And I also think Dean, just watching wise, like he seems like a really good kisser, so yes, big fan of Dean. Great group date. It's very fun, like, good spirits, everyone's on a yacht, it just seemed like a good time. Sorry, when I'm looking this way, I'm looking at my notes. Okay, any Bachelor Pad fans out there, because I thought the spelling bee was obviously a throwback to, I think, season 3 of Bachelor Pad, and it was just it was funny. That said, especially considering that, let's say there is friction with Josiah in the house involving Iggy, although I'll get to Iggy in a second. I can't help but think that spelling bee was slightly rigged. Like, boutonniere and polyamorous are not equally difficult to spell, in my opinion. Like, polyamorous is very basic and easy, and boutonniere, I'm pretty sure I would have gotten wrong as well. I just thought that it just didn't, and then he got like stunning as his second to last word. It was just like, that said, I like Josiah, like he's growing on me. I think he's kind of funny. But oh yeah, so that night, we'll get to talking about the group date cocktail party. We never even got to, I'm assuming it's going to be a 2-on-1 at this point, probably, unfortunately, with Lee and Kenny. I'll talk about Lee in my Flair written recap, but Iggy, I'm sorry, but why is Iggy there? I think it's bull crap. I'm like censoring myself here, to claim that talking crap about other guys is to protect Rachel when you have not even developed a relationship with Rachel enough to feel protective of her. I just don't buy that argument. I think he just doesn't like certain guys in the house and then goes to her and vents to her about them as his way of getting back at them. And then he will confront the guys about it and say, hey, I talked to Rachel about you, but at least I'm telling you. But he doesn't even tell the truth. He makes it sound like she specifically asked about them. He's done this twice now, and that's just not the truth. Like, he will volunteer the information. So I just think it's such a double whammy of like, I'm telling you this because I'm protective of you. We haven't even developed a relationship enough for me to be protective. And then, oh, I'm telling you I told Rachel about you, but I'm being upfront and honest, except this is not actually what happened. He's not being honest. So it's like such a double whammy, and I just think he's such a snake in the grass, and I can't handle it. He drives me crazy. I just think, mind your own business. You can tell from the body language there's nothing there, so I guess his official job in the house is to be a gossip, and it's very irritating. Yes, I talk about Lee at length in my recap. It's getting to the point where watching is very uncomfortable, watching Lee. and it's very, it really grinds my gears. So yes, thank you for tuning in to the morning after. I feel like there wasn't a lot to talk about. That's because literally there were pretty much 2 dates. Yeah, we didn't even finish the second group date. So yes, next week will be a double whammy, and you know how much I love those. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next week on the morning after on a Tuesday. Bye.